What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Awakened Toast here, and today welcome back to another video on the channel. And what we're going to be covering today is something quite different than my normal videos. If you guys weren't aware, I was actually away from home for about the last week. I ended up flying out to Orlando, Florida to go and check out the launch party for Ghosts of Tabor, which is super exciting because this is already a game that I really support, and the fact that I was actually even able to have the opportunity to go and check this out, meet with the devs, and even just meet a bunch of other content creators is an absolute blast. I had a really good time. But there was one thing that I found absolutely hilarious about this entire experience, and what that was the fact that at this launch party, I didn't realize there was like supposed to be a dress code. So initially I was gonna go in with like some Mimi clothes. I was gonna go in like super like short booty shorts, whatever else. And I texted my buddy Z-Storm. If you guys haven't seen his channel, I definitely recommend checking it out. I went and I shot him a text. I was like, hey man, do you think I should wear this? He was like, oh, ha ha ha. Oh, you could wear that under your suit. And I was like, we're supposed to wear a suit? So literally the day of this event, I went and ran to a Men's Warehouse, found a suit, somehow got it in my size, which is usually very unlikely. And let me just tell you, this party was an absolute blast. And it was so well put together. Like, I couldn't believe the size of the venue and like all the tech that they had for it. And even just like the live stream that they covered for the event, like everything around it was very professional. And I was like, I don't really fit in with this. But I'll put a little video here if you guys want to go and see it. I literally just walked through, kind of showed off like the little newsroom area and like also the venue with all like the camera work, and it was crazy, man. I could not believe like how well put together this event really was. Also, another little surprise that we ended up running into was the fact that we actually had content creator interviews. I was not expecting this at all either. So both the dress code and also having an interview was completely new news to me. But honestly, I still had an amazing experience. I want to make a huge shout out to all the content creators and also Ghosts of Tabor themselves for actually flying me out and allowing me the opportunity to come and check all this stuff out. Also, Scott, if you're watching this video, I want to make a huge shout out to you because seriously, I have not seen a game dev that is as passionate about their craft than you, man. Like, just hearing you talk about like the direction of Ghosts of Tabor and where you want to take it and how you guys want to treat, you know, updating the game and like keeping this thing alive for the years to come. It was truly really a treat to listen to. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we go and hop into the interview with Ghost of Tabor.
And up next, we've got Awakened Toast. Welcome, Awaken.
Howdy, guys.
Nice to meet you, too.
See you. How you doing today?
Oh, doing great.
Are you excited for Ghosts of Tabor's launch?
What was that?
Are you excited for Ghosts of Tabor's launch?
Oh, absolutely, man. Like, it's one of those games that I've just been itching to cover more on the channel, and like knowing that it's like right around the corner, man. Like, the excitement, like, that's an understatement.
Sure.
Like, I have been having so much fun just diving in, like whether it's solo runs or even just multiplayer runs. It's been a fantastic experience.
Excellent.
So are there any like memories you can share with us?
Oh, memories? I mean, honestly, when it comes down to a lot of like just Ghost of Tabor experiences, it would have to be like the solo runs. Like, there's something about when you dive into Missile Silo and it's so dark, and like the tactical feeling of it is just, there's nothing else like it in VR yet. And I don't even know how to explain the words for it. It's awesome.
So do you prefer to go in without gear and try to head snap, or what do you do?
Yeah, usually I try to go in with like some light gear, so sometimes like a Glock 17 or like a Ruger, and just see how far I can actually progress and like how much loot I can take out. Most of the time when it comes down to, you know, using like the big gear and big weapons and whatever else, like, you know, going in with AR setups or whatever else, like I try to stay away from it because I'm still trying to grow my my armory a bit more. But for the most part, there's nothing more satisfying than going in with that low amount and coming out with a big haul. Like,
Absolutely.
It's incredible, man.
Well, how did you get started with content creation?
Content creation, I actually started back in 2012. So it's been about 10 years. I was into the Call of Duty scene for quite a bit. And I did that for about 7 years. And then eventually I heard about virtual reality. And Initially, I was a little bit hesitant because when it came down to virtual reality, my vision has always been something that's a little bit, on the lower side. So initially hopping into VR is a little bit hesitant. But when I put that headset on for the first time, it was love at first sight. Like, literally, it has consumed my life ever since I've hopped in. And honestly, it's so cool to see a community that is so tight-knit and, like, so passionate about games, like, just games, the technology, and just people all around, like, social, like, I don't think I could ever say, like, there hasn't been more of a tight-knit community than the VR community. It's awesome.
I definitely agree with that too.
Yeah, one of the things that I really loved about VR when I got into it, with the Vive, was how small it was, how basically we all knew each other in every Discord server. We could just go from game to game to game, and you could see the same people there all the time. It was like you were all friends and all playing the same games.
And I think a big part of that comes down to the fact, like, you're not just behind a screen looking at a flat screen, like the immersion of seeing someone's body movements and, like, their emotion, like, throughout that, and, like, now adding full body tracking and all these other things, like, seriously adds so much more to the gaming experience.
For sure.
What kind of moments are you seeing? Because you mentioned that you're going out there, you're really enjoying the solo raids, which I love solo raiding too, because that's when you have your heart pounding the most.
Yep.
So what kind of moments are you excited about now that Tabor is launching?
Oh, man. I mean, honestly, I'm just excited to see the skill gap. Like, how much players actually start developing and, like, what tactics that they actually find and whatever else. Like, there's going to be some people that are rush heavy, obviously the people that are super tactical, and just, like, the gun rigs. Like, to see what people are running and, like, what the heck is this? Like, why is the foregrip here? And, like, whatever else. Like, it's going to be really funny to both see that, but also, like, really cool to run into those players and just see how much it grows over time.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Short Stack, thank you so
All
much
right.
for
Greatly
joining us.
appreciate you.
Well, thank you, guys.
We'll see you again.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have a good one.
All right. So, Short Stack, thank you for joining us. Watch out for Short Stack on YouTube for more Tabor content as well.
So hopefully you guys did end up enjoying my first ever VR interview live on the channel. If you did and you want to see more VR content made on the channel, I definitely do recommend going and clicking that beautiful subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, this be from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, keep it toasty, my friends. Laters.
I got some shells for you, boy! Oh, it's in his eye! Oh, I fixed it! I would have died!
Well, right here.
Armageddon! Yeah! Why in the heck do you not have clothes? You took my banana, and now you must suffer the consequences!